Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes life breaks us, it knocks us down, tears us apart, and leaves us wondering how we'll ever stand again. But it is in these moments, these darkest hours, that we are given the greatest opportunity of all the chance to rebuild ourselves. It's not easy, it's not quick. But within each of us is the strength, courage, and the resilience to rise again, stronger and better than before. Rebuilding starts with accepting where you are, even if it's far from where you want to be. It's not about denying the pain or pretending the struggles don't exist. It's about facing them head on, acknowledging them, and deciding they will not define you. The past may have shaped you, but it does not own you. You are not your failures, not your mistakes, not the times you fell short. You are the effort you put into rising again, the determination to move forward, and the hope that tomorrow holds something better. Rebuilding requires courage, the courage to take that first step, even when you're not sure where it will lead. It's the willingness to venture into the unknown, to push through fear, and to trust that you have what it takes to endure. Courage isn't about the absence of fear, it's about refusing to let fear dictate your choices. It's about believing that no matter how shattered things feel, you have the power to piece them back together. Step by step, piece by piece, you can create something new, something stronger, something extraordinary. Resilience is your foundation. It's what keeps you standing when the storms come. It's what gives you the strength to try again when everything seems lost. Resilience doesn't mean you'll never fall, it means you'll always rise. It's the quiet, unyielding determination to keep going, no matter how hard the journey becomes. And every time you rise, every time you fight back, you become more resilient. It's not about being unbreakable, it's about being unyielding, about refusing to give up no matter how many times life knocks you down. Rebuilding also means letting go of what no longer serves you. It means shedding the weight of self-doubt, releasing the fear of failure, and breaking free from the chains of past regrets. It's about recognizing what's holding you back and having the courage to walk away from it. Growth is not about clinging to what was, it's about embracing what can be. When you let go of the old, you make space for the new, for new opportunities, new strengths, and new beginnings. Every obstacle you face is a lesson. Every setback is a stepping stone. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Rebuilding yourself means looking at your struggles not as barriers, but as teachers. It means finding the strength to learn from them, to adapt, and to rise above them. Growth comes from the challenges that push you to your limits, from the moments when you're forced to dig deeper than you ever thought possible. And when you do, you'll discover strength you never knew you had. The path to rebuilding is not straight or simple. It will be filled with doubts, setbacks, and moments when you question if it's all worth it. But it is worth it. You are worth it. The person you're becoming, the life you're creating, the strength you're building, all of it is worth every ounce of effort, every moment of struggle. Rebuilding yourself is not just about recovering what was lost, it's about creating something even better, about becoming someone even stronger. You don't have to do it all at once. Rebuilding happens one step at a time, one decision at a time, one moment of courage at a time. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small. Every step forward is progress. Every effort matters. And even on the days when progress feels invisible, know that it is there. Growth is happening. Strength is building. You are transforming. The power to rebuild yourself lies within you. It's in the choices you make, the effort you give, and the belief you hold in your own potential. You are stronger than you think, braver than you feel, and capable of more than you imagine. Life may knock you down, but it can never keep you there, not if you refuse to stay down. Rise up, rebuild, and show the world the unstoppable force that you are. Rebuilding yourself begins with a moment of raw honesty, the courage to confront where you stand right now. It's not about turning away from the difficulties you face or masking the pain with superficial distractions. Instead, it's about looking at your current reality with clear eyes and accepting it for what it is. This step is neither easy nor comfortable, but it is essential. You cannot begin to rebuild if you're unwilling to acknowledge the pieces lying before you. In acceptance, there is strength. It is not surrender, it is a starting point. It's the foundation upon which transformation begins. There's an undeniable power in saying, "This is where I am, but it's not where I'll stay." That declaration becomes the fuel that ignites your journey forward. Too often, people feel paralyzed by the weight of their struggles. They feel trapped in their circumstances as though their current situation is a permanent state, but it's not. Accepting where you are doesn't mean settling for it. It means understanding it as a temporary place, one that you have the power to leave behind as you begin to rebuild. Acceptance is not an admission of weakness. It's an acknowledgement of reality, and that acknowledgement is the first act of strength. When you face the truth of your situation, you gain clarity. You begin to see the path forward, even if it's faint or shrouded in uncertainty. Denial only clouds your vision, keeping you stuck in a cycle of frustration and stagnation. But acceptance clears the way, allowing you to focus your energy not on what's behind you, but on the possibilities ahead. Rebuilding starts with a commitment to growth. It's a promise you make to yourself that you will not remain defined by this moment, no matter how broken or lost you feel. It's the decision to rise, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Life's challenges may leave you feeling fractured, but those fractures do not diminish your worth or your potential. They are simply part of your journey. Each crack in your foundation is an opportunity to rebuild with greater strength and resilience. Taking that first step requires trust not in the circumstances around you, but in the strength within you. You may not have all the answers yet. The road ahead may feel overwhelming, but trust that the small, deliberate steps you take today will lead to something greater. Trust that the effort you put in now will yield transformation, even if the results aren't immediate. Rebuilding is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about consistently showing up for yourself, even when it feels like the world isn't. As you embrace your current reality, allow yourself to feel the emotions that come with it. There is no shame in feeling pain, disappointment, or even fear. These emotions are a natural response to life's challenges, and they remind you that you care deeply about your growth and your future. But don't let those emotions define you. Feel them, process them, and then channel them into action. Use them as a source of motivation, a reminder of why you're committed to rebuilding. The process of rebuilding is as much about mindset as it is about action. It's about shifting your focus from what's been lost to what can be gained. Every setback, every failure, every obstacle has left you with lessons and insights. They've given you a deeper understanding of yourself, your strengths, and your potential. Use those lessons to guide your rebuilding process. Instead of dwelling on the why, ask yourself, what now? This shift in perspective transforms challenges into opportunities and pain into purpose. Rebuilding yourself also requires patience. The journey won't happen overnight. There will be days when progress feels slow or non-existent. But remember, even the small steps forward are steps nonetheless. Progress is not always visible in the moment, but with consistent effort, it compounds over time. Celebrate every small victory along the way. Each one is a reminder that you are moving forward, even if the finish line still feels far away. No matter how broken things may seem, remember that you have the power to start anew. You have the strength to rise from the ashes of what was and build something extraordinary. Life may have knocked you down, but it has not defeated you. You are still here, still capable, still full of untapped potential. Embrace where you are, for it is the first chapter in a story of resilience and transformation. From this place, you can rebuild, rise, and create a life that reflects the strength, courage, and determination within you. Courage is the spark that ignites action when everything inside you whispers to stay still. It is not born from an absence of fear, but from a quiet, determined decision to move forward in its presence. The first step in any journey of rebuilding is often the hardest because it requires you to confront uncertainty and push against the inertia of your current circumstances. It's in this moment of hesitation, when doubt threatens to paralyze you, that courage becomes your lifeline. It propels you into action, reminding you that even if the path ahead is unclear, standing still is not an option. Taking the first step is an act of defiance against all the reasons not to. It's easy to get caught up in the endless list of what ifs and what could go wrong. The mind is a master at creating scenarios that keep you rooted in fear. But courage allows you to silence that noise and focus on the possibility of what could be. It shifts your perspective from dwelling on the risks to embracing the potential rewards. Courage doesn't eliminate fear, it transforms it into fuel for progress. It's the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. The beauty of courage is that it doesn't require you to have everything figured out. You don't need to know every step of the journey before you take the first one. All you need is the willingness to begin. The path forward often reveals itself as you move, one step leading to the next. It's like walking through a foggy forest. You may not see the entire trail, but each step you take clears the way just enough to see the next one. Trusting in this process takes courage, but it's a trust that is rewarded with progress. Courage also requires you to make peace with the possibility of failure. The fear of falling short can be overwhelming, but it's important to remember that failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every stumble, every misstep is a lesson that brings you closer to your goal. Courage is not about avoiding failure, it's about refusing to let the fear of it stop you. It's about understanding that every attempt, no matter the outcome, is a step forward. Each effort builds momentum, strength, and resilience, even if it doesn't go as planned. In taking the first step, you reclaim your power. Life's challenges may have knocked you down, but the act of moving forward is a declaration that you are not defined by your circumstances. It's a reminder to yourself and the world that you are more than your struggles. That first step, no matter how small, is a victory. It's proof that you have the strength to rise to fight and to rebuild. Courage is not a one-time decision, it's a daily choice. Each morning you have the opportunity to choose action over complacency, hope over despair, and progress over stagnation. There will be days when fear feels insurmountable, when the weight of the journey ahead seems too heavy to bear. On those days, courage is simply about showing up. It's about doing what you can, even if it feels like a drop in the ocean. Over time, those drops add up, creating a wave of transformation. The first step is often met with resistance, not just from external circumstances, but from within. Doubts, insecurities, and fears will try to pull you back into the comfort of the familiar, even if the familiar is what you're trying to escape. Courage is what allows you to push through that resistance. It's what reminds you that the discomfort of growth is far better than the comfort of stagnation. Every step forward, no matter how difficult, is a step toward a better version of yourself. As you take that first step, you may not feel courageous. In fact, you might feel terrified. But courage is not about feeling fearless. It's about acting despite the fear. It's about trusting in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Each act of courage builds upon the last, creating a foundation of confidence and strength that carries you through the toughest moments. In the end, courage is what makes rebuilding possible. It's the force that breaks through barriers and shatters limitations. It's what transforms dreams into reality and turns setbacks into comebacks. The journey may be long, and the path may be uncertain, but with courage, every step forward is a step closer to the life you deserve. Trust in your strength, summon your courage, and take that first step. You are capable of so much more than you realize. Resilience is the unwavering strength to keep moving forward, no matter how heavy the weight of life feels. It is the armor that shields you from despair when circumstances try to pull you under. To rebuild yourself requires more than a fleeting burst of determination. It demands a steady, relentless resilience. This is not just about bouncing back after setbacks. It's about standing firm, enduring storms, and knowing that even in the worst moments, you have the capacity to rise. Life is not predictable. It throws challenges and obstacles your way often when you least expect them. These moments can feel overwhelming, as if the world is conspiring to test your limits. Resilience is the force within you that whispers, keep going even when you're tempted to stop. It's the quiet power that refuses to let failure define you. Instead, resilience transforms failure into an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to emerge stronger. The process of rebuilding often feels like climbing a mountain. Every step forward seems harder than the last, and the peak feels impossibly far away. Resilience is what allows you to keep climbing one step at a time. It's not about scaling the mountain in a single leap. It's about embracing the journey, no matter how slow or difficult it may be. With resilience, every small victory becomes a building block for greater success. Each step, no matter how small, is proof of your strength and determination. There will be days when the weight of everything feels unbearable. Days when you feel like you're stuck in quicksand, sinking deeper with every effort to move forward. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel these moments of struggle. It means you face them head on. It's about acknowledging the pain, frustration, and doubt, but refusing to let them hold you back. Resilience is the belief that no matter how hard it gets, you have the ability to endure and overcome. One of the most powerful aspects of resilience is its ability to reshape your perspective. It teaches you to see setbacks not as insurmountable failures, but as stepping stones on the path to growth. Each challenge you face becomes an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. Each obstacle is a lesson, a chance to refine your skills and deepen your understanding of yourself. Resilience turns adversity into a tool for transformation, helping you rebuild not just your circumstances, but also your character. Resilience is built through persistence. It's not something you're born with, it's something you cultivate through experience. Every time you choose to keep going, even when it's hard, you strengthen your resilience. Every time you rise after a fall, you prove to yourself that you are capable of enduring more than you thought possible. This process is not easy, but it is deeply rewarding. With each challenge you overcome, you become more confident in your ability to face whatever comes next. There is a quiet, unshakable power in resilience that doesn't seek recognition or applause, it simply perseveres. It's the force that keeps you standing when life tries to knock you down. It's the strength to rebuild not just once, but as many times as it takes to create the life you deserve. Resilience reminds you that no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up. The beauty of resilience is that it doesn't just help you survive, it helps you thrive. It allows you to find purpose and meaning even in the most difficult circumstances. It reminds you that hardship is not the end of the story, but the beginning of a new chapter. Resilience transforms pain into progress, turning struggles into triumphs. It is the foundation upon which you can rebuild your life brick by brick until you create something stronger and more beautiful than before. When you cultivate resilience, you discover that you are far more powerful than you ever imagined. You realize that your capacity to endure is limitless and that no challenge is too great for you to overcome. Resilience is not just about holding on, it's about rising above. It's about proving to yourself and the world that you will not be defeated. Every time you choose resilience, you choose hope. You choose to believe that better days are ahead, even when the present feels impossibly difficult. You choose to trust in your ability to rebuild no matter how daunting the task may seem. Resilience is not just a tool for survival, it's a testament to the strength of the human spirit. It's a reminder that no matter how dark the night, the dawn will always come, and you have the power to keep moving toward it. Change is an inevitable part of life. It arrives uninvited, disrupting routines and shaking the foundation of what feels comfortable and familiar. Yet, within the discomfort of change lies an extraordinary opportunity to transform, grow, and rebuild yourself into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Embracing change is not always easy, but it is necessary if you wish to step into your fullest potential and claim the life you deserve. Resisting change is a natural instinct. It feels safer to cling to what, even if it no longer serves you. The idea of stepping into the unknown, leaving behind the familiar, can feel daunting. But growth does not occur within the confines of comfort. It happens when you dare to step beyond your limitations, even when the path ahead is unclear. Change is not something to fear, it is something to embrace, for it is the catalyst that drives you forward. There will be moments when change feels like loss. It can take away what you once held dear, leaving you uncertain about what comes next. These moments are undeniably challenging, but they are also where your strength is forged. Change strips away the unnecessary, leaving behind the raw material of who you are meant to become. It pushes you to confront your fears, to reevaluate your priorities, and to discover the untapped potential that lies within you. Embracing change requires courage. It means letting go of the need for control and trusting in your ability to adapt and thrive. It means understanding that uncertainty is not your enemy, it is your ally. Change invites you to see the world through fresh eyes, to explore new possibilities, and to redefine what is possible for your life. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a declaration of your willingness to grow and evolve. The process of embracing change can be uncomfortable, but it is also deeply rewarding. It teaches you to let go of what no longer serves you, creating space for something better to take its place. It reminds you that life is not static, it is a continuous journey of transformation. With every change, you are given the opportunity to rebuild yourself into someone stronger, more capable, and more aligned with your true purpose. Change is not always something you choose. Sometimes it arrives unannounced, throwing your life into chaos. In these moments, it's easy to feel powerless, as if the ground beneath your feet has been pulled away. But even in the face of unexpected change, you have a choice. You can choose to resist, to cling to what was, or you can choose to adapt, to find strength in the midst of uncertainty, and to embrace the opportunity to create something new. Every challenge you face in times of change is a chance to grow. Each obstacle is an invitation to develop resilience, to deepen your understanding of yourself, and to refine your vision for the future. Change tests your limits, but it also expands them. It shows you what you are truly capable of and reminds you that no matter how difficult the journey, you have the strength to see it through. There is a unique beauty in change. It is the force that turns endings into beginnings, that transforms loss into opportunity. It teaches you that life is not about holding on to what was, but about embracing what could be. Change reminds you that you are not defined by your circumstances, but by how you choose to respond to them. It empowers you to take control of your narrative, to rewrite your story, and to create a life that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. When you embrace change, you open yourself to a world of possibilities. You discover that within every challenge lies the potential for growth, and within every setback, the seed of a new beginning. Change is not something to fear, it is something to celebrate. It is the force that propels you forward, that keeps you moving even when the road ahead is uncertain. It is the key to unlocking your potential and creating a life of purpose and fulfillment. Embracing change is an act of courage, a testament to your resilience and determination. It is a reminder that you are capable of adapting, of thriving, and of rebuilding yourself no matter what life throws your way. Change is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of a new chapter, one that holds the promise of growth, discovery, and transformation. With every change you embrace, you take one step closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Strength is not something we are simply born with. It is cultivated, forged through challenges, and revealed in moments of adversity. True strength lies in the ability to keep moving forward, to face life's storms with unwavering determination, and to rise again after every fall. It is not the absence of struggle, but the response to it that defines our resilience and shapes our character. Building strength begins with a decision. It starts the moment you resolve not to let the weight of your challenges crush you. Life will throw obstacles in your path, unexpected turns, losses, and failures that can leave you questioning your capabilities. These moments can feel overwhelming, but they are also where your strength is born. Every time you choose to stand up, even when the odds seem stacked against you, you are proving your power to persevere. Strength is not about never falling, it is about always getting back up. There is power in persistence. Strength grows when you refuse to give up, even when progress feels slow or invisible. It's easy to feel discouraged when results don't come immediately, but true resilience is built through consistency and effort. Each small step forward matters, even if it feels insignificant in the moment. Over time, those small steps add up, creating a momentum that carries you closer to your goals. Strength is found in the quiet determination to keep trying, to keep learning, and to keep pushing yourself beyond what you thought was possible. Strength also requires adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adjust to new circumstances is essential. Sometimes the plans you've made will crumble, and the path you've been following will come to an abrupt end. These moments can be disheartening, but they are also opportunities to discover new directions and possibilities. Strength comes from the willingness to let go of what no longer works and to embrace what lies ahead, even when it's unclear. It's about trusting in your ability to find your way no matter how many times you have to start over. One of the most important aspects of building strength is learning to find meaning in your struggles. Pain and difficulty are unavoidable parts of life, but they can also be powerful teachers. Every challenge you face has the potential to teach you something valuable about yourself, about others, and about what truly matters. Strength comes from choosing to see these lessons, even in the hardest moments. It's about recognizing that every setback is an opportunity to grow and every failure is a step toward success. Strength is not a solitary endeavor. It is often built through connections with others, through the encouragement, support, and shared experiences that remind us we are not alone. Reaching out for help is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of weakness. It takes courage to admit when you need assistance and to allow others to lend their strength to you. In return, offering your support to others can deepen your own resilience. Together, we are stronger than we could ever be alone. The journey to strength is not a straight line. There will be times when you feel like you've taken a step backward, when doubts creep in and progress seems out of reach. These moments are natural, and they do not define your ability to succeed. Strength is not about perfection, it's about perseverance. It's about acknowledging the setbacks, learning from them, and continuing forward with renewed determination. Each time you rise after a fall, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you imagined. Strength also involves self-compassion. Being strong does not mean ignoring your pain or suppressing your emotions. It means allowing yourself to feel, to grieve, and to heal. It means treating yourself with kindness and understanding, even when things don't go as planned. True strength comes from balancing resilience with vulnerability, from recognizing that it's okay to struggle and that asking for help is a courageous act. Ultimately, strength is a choice. It's a commitment to face life's challenges head on, to embrace the discomfort of growth, and to keep striving for what you believe in. It's about refusing to let fear or failure hold you back and instead using those experiences as fuel to move forward. Strength is not something you have to find, it's something you already possess, waiting to be unlocked through your actions and mindset. In every challenge you face, there is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every obstacle is a chance to prove your resilience, and every hardship is a reminder of your capacity to endure. Strength is not just about surviving, it's about thriving, about finding purpose and power in the midst of adversity. It's about believing in your ability to rise again and again and again, no matter how many times life knocks you down. With each step forward, you are becoming stronger, not just for yourself, but for everyone whose lives you touch. Every challenge in life is an opportunity for transformation. At first glance, difficulties may seem like insurmountable barriers, but they are, in fact, the very conditions that forge resilience and strength. To grow through adversity is not simply to survive it, but to emerge from it better, wiser, and more capable than before. Growth doesn't happen in the absence of struggle, it thrives in its presence. When life places mountains in your path, it's not a signal to stop, but an invitation to climb. Growth begins with a shift in perspective. When faced with hardship, it's natural to feel overwhelmed, even defeated, but within every challenge lies the seed of opportunity. The key is to look beyond the surface of the struggle and see what it is teaching you. Adversity strips away complacency and forces you to confront your fears, weaknesses, and doubts. It compels you to ask yourself difficult questions and search for answers you may not have known you needed. Growth is born from this process of self-reflection and discovery. Challenges push you to step outside your comfort zone. They demand effort, creativity, and persistence, often requiring you to explore parts of yourself you never knew existed. Growth comes from daring to take risks, from venturing into the unknown with the belief that you can handle whatever comes your way. It's in those moments of uncertainty, when the road ahead feels unclear, that your greatest breakthroughs can occur. Growth requires trust in yourself and in your ability to adapt, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey of gradual progress. In the midst of hardship, it's easy to feel like nothing is changing, like you're stuck in a cycle of struggle. But growth is often subtle, unfolding over time as you continue to face each challenge head on. Every time you confront a difficulty, you're adding to your reservoir of strength. Each small victory builds momentum, proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you once believed. Growth is about persistence, about continuing to move forward, even when the path feels steep and endless. Adversity teaches resilience. It's not just about overcoming a single challenge, but about developing the mental and emotional toughness to face whatever comes next. Growth through hardship is about building a foundation of inner strength that can weather any storm. It's about learning to trust yourself, to believe that no matter how daunting the circumstances, you have the resources within you to endure and to thrive. Resilience is the hallmark of growth, the ability to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fall. Hardship also reveals what truly matters. When faced with challenges, you're forced to reevaluate your priorities, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to focus on what's essential. Growth comes from this clarity, from understanding what you value most and aligning your efforts with those priorities. Adversity has a way of stripping away distractions, leaving behind a sharper, more focused version of yourself. It's in these moments of clarity that you discover your true potential and find the strength to pursue it wholeheartedly. Growth through adversity is not a solitary journey. The struggles you face can connect you with others in profound and meaningful ways. Hardship has a way of fostering empathy, of reminding us that we are all navigating challenges in one form or another. Growth comes from leaning on others when you need support and offering your strength to those who are struggling. Together, we can share the burden and amplify the lessons, creating a cycle of growth that benefits everyone involved. Connection and community are powerful catalysts for transformation. There's an undeniable beauty in the process of growth. It's not about erasing the scars left by hardship, but about embracing them as symbols of your resilience and courage. Each struggle you face leaves an imprint on your character, shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Growth is about honoring those experiences, recognizing the strength they have given you, and using that strength to move forward with purpose and determination. The journey of growth is ongoing. There will always be new challenges to face, new lessons to learn, and new ways to become better. The key is to approach each difficulty with an open heart and a willing spirit, knowing that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. Growth is not just about reaching a destination, but about embracing the process, about finding meaning and purpose in every step of the journey. Through adversity, you have the chance to rebuild yourself into someone who is not only capable of withstanding life's challenges, but thriving because of them. Change is inevitable, but growth is a choice. There comes a time in everyone's life when the current version of themselves no longer aligns with their goals, dreams, or the challenges they face. It's in these moments of misalignment that the call to rebuild arises. Rebuilding yourself is not about erasing the person you are, but about crafting a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. It's a process of self-discovery and reinvention, one that requires courage, commitment, and an unwavering belief in the possibility of transformation. The first step in rebuilding yourself is recognizing that it's time for change. This awareness often comes with discomfort, as it forces you to confront the reality that what once worked no longer serves you. It might be habits that hold you back, fears that limit your potential, or circumstances that no longer fit who you are becoming. Accepting this truth takes courage, as it requires you to let go of the familiar and step into the unknown. It's an act of faith, a declaration that you are worth the effort it takes to grow. Rebuilding yourself begins with a vision. It's about imagining the version of yourself that you aspire to be and aligning your actions with that vision. This doesn't mean aiming for perfection. It means striving to become the best version of yourself, one that reflects your values, passions, and strengths. To rebuild is to dream boldly and to trust that the effort you put in will lead to transformation. It's about setting goals that inspire you and taking deliberate steps toward achieving them, even when progress feels slow. The process of rebuilding requires resilience. Change is rarely linear, and setbacks are inevitable. There will be moments of doubt, frustration, and fatigue, times when the effort seems too great and the rewards feel too far away. But it's in these moments that resilience is forged. Rebuilding yourself means pushing through the discomfort, embracing the challenges, and finding strength in the struggle. It's about viewing setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities to learn and grow. Every stumble is a chance to reassess, adjust, and come back stronger. Rebuilding yourself also demands self-compassion. It's easy to be critical of yourself during the process, to focus on the gaps between where you are and where you want to be. But growth thrives in an environment of kindness and patience. To rebuild is to treat yourself with the same understanding and encouragement you would offer to a friend. It's about celebrating small victories, acknowledging your efforts, and reminding yourself that transformation takes time. Self-compassion is the foundation that supports every step of the journey. One of the most powerful aspects of rebuilding yourself is the opportunity to shed what no longer serves you. It's a process of decluttering your life, both internally and externally, to make room for the person you are becoming. This might mean letting go of limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, or outdated goals. It's about creating space for new possibilities and embracing the freedom that comes with releasing what holds you back. Rebuilding yourself is an act of liberation, a chance to redefine what matters most and align your life accordingly. The journey of rebuilding yourself is deeply personal, but it's also profoundly connected to others. As you grow, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your courage to rebuild becomes a beacon of hope, showing others that change is possible and that challenges can be overcome. The ripple effect of your transformation extends far beyond yourself, touching the lives of those who witness your journey. In rebuilding yourself, you not only become stronger, but also contribute to a collective spirit of resilience and possibility. Ultimately, rebuilding yourself is an act of hope. It's a declaration that your future is worth investing in, that the person you are becoming is worth the effort and sacrifice it takes to grow. It's a testament to the power of human potential, a reminder that no matter where you start, you have the ability to create a life that reflects your dreams and aspirations. To rebuild is to believe in the possibility of transformation, to trust that every step forward brings you closer to the person you were meant to be. In the process of rebuilding yourself, you discover your strength, your capacity for growth, and your ability to overcome. You learn to trust yourself, to find purpose in the journey, and to embrace the endless possibilities that come with change. Rebuilding yourself is not just about becoming better, it's about becoming more authentic, more aligned, and more alive. It's a journey of courage and resilience, a testament to the power of believing in your ability to create a future that reflects the best of who you are. Rebuilding yourself is not a one-time event, it is a continuous journey of growth, self-discovery, and transformation. It is a powerful reminder that no matter where you start, you always have the ability to evolve and become the person you aspire to be. The challenges you face along the way will shape you, but it's your determination, resilience, and belief in yourself that will define your success. Trust in the process, embrace the discomfort, and remember that each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you were meant to be. The future is waiting for you stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. Never stop rebuilding, because the best version of yourself is always within reach.